Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications.
Number 7. Akmal, human oviparous. A teenage boy has appeared to lay an egg in front of doctors and is said to have medical experts baffled. A 14-year-old Indonesian boy named only as Akmal has left doctors baffled after laying an egg in front of them. Both the boy and his family claim he has laid 20 eggs in the last 2 years and state they have an X-ray of one inside his body. Medical experts have remained skeptical of the claims, saying it is impossible for poultry eggs to develop inside a human and believe the eggs have been put inside the youngster. Akmal from Goa, Indonesia, has even been X-rayed, with his family claiming this is proof he is telling the truth. His dad Rusli told local media, "In 2 years, he laid 18 eggs and 2 today. So in total, there have been 20. I cracked the first egg and its content was all yellow, no white. A month later, I cracked another one and its content was all white and no yellow." A hospital spokesman said, "Our suspicion is that the eggs were deliberately shoved into Akmal's rectum, but we did not see it directly." Akmal's father denied this. The youngster has been placed in quarantine in the Sheikh Youssef Hospital in Goa, so doctors can keep a close eye on him. Number 6. Bayezid Hossain, real-life Benjamin Button. Bayezid Hossain was born in Magura in 2012 with progeria, an extremely rare condition. Progeria is known for its characteristic aging of the body at up to 8 times the normal rate. As a result, 6-year-old Bayezid lives inside the body of a 70-year-old person. His hollow eyes and sagging skin scare other children, and his aching joints and weakened body will not allow him to physically participate in school activities. Due to his increased brain activity, however, he has above-average intelligence for his age. This constantly impresses his mother and teachers. It is predicted that Bayezid will not live past his teenage years because progeria patients are known to die of heart attacks around an average age of 13. While it breaks his mother's heart that she will not have her son for as many years as she had expected, she is constantly amazed by his intelligence and determination to enjoy life like a normal child. Bonus fact: progeria is the condition which inspired F. Scott Fitzgerald to write his short story, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which has also been made into a movie starring Brad Pitt. In the story, the protagonist is born as an old man and ages backwards. Number 5. Shilon Pepin, real-life mermaid. Shilon Pepin was born with mermaid syndrome, medically known as sirenomelia. Infants with this condition are born with their legs fused together. For Shilon, doctors gave their heartbreaking prediction that she would not survive longer than a few days after her birth in 1999. Unlike most children born with mermaid syndrome, Shilon's legs could not be separated due to the way her major arteries were running through her legs. The condition meant that Shilon had no uterus, bladder, or large intestine, and was only graced with one partially working kidney. Despite the circumstances, Shilon continued to prove doctors wrong as she overcame her difficulties. In 2009, she celebrated her 10th birthday. Previously, she had undergone 2 kidney transplants and a number of other operations to prolong her life. She proved to the world that she was born a true fighter. She attended school, appeared on several talk shows, including The Oprah Winfrey Show, and was an inspiration to children all over the world. Unfortunately, her fight came to an untimely end at age 10 after a cold quickly turned into pneumonia. Her body was unable to fight it off. Shilon Pepin's story will continue to inspire children with disabilities all over the world. Number 4. Pan Xianhang, Chinese Fish Boy. A boy was nicknamed the Chinese Fish Boy after he was born with a skin condition that left him covered from head to toe in scales. Unfortunately, it is an incurable condition which limits his quality of life due to constant itchiness and limited mobility. He gets relief from cold water and several medicinal creams recommended by doctors. The scales were flat when Pan was born. Over time, they develop into thick scales which prevented him from sweating. Therefore, they affect his body's ability to cool down. Known as ichthyosis, this rare skin condition is inherited by a child when both his parents pass on the same gene that causes the disorder. Over 16,000 children are born with this condition each year. Unfortunately for Pon, it is currently incurable, despite the desperate efforts of doctors who have reviewed his case. Hopefully, for Pon's sake, a cure will be found which will enable him to live a life without pain and illness. Number 3. Kristina Pimenova, the world's most beautiful girl. Kristina Pimenova has been modeling since she was 3 years old. By age 9, she had been internationally dubbed the most beautiful girl in the world. Born in Russia, she began her modeling career as a toddler who was featured in campaigns for elite brands like Dolce & Gabbana and Robert Cavilli. Her Facebook page, managed by her mother, now has over 2 million likes. However, critics have begun questioning the girl's fame due to the number of inappropriate and sometimes pedophilic comments left on her photos. Kristina got into the industry through her mother, Glikaria Shirokova, a former model who wanted her only daughter to follow in her footsteps and have the life she had. Glikaria got the idea from taking her baby daughter to shoots where people would tell Glikaria how beautiful Kristina was, and that Glikaria should get Kristina into modeling. From this was born the world's most beautiful girl. While many children are in the modeling industry at young ages, Kristina stands out because she is modeling at the level of an adult at only 12 years old. Number 2. Richard Sandrak, Little Hercules. In 1992, Richard Sandrak was born in a small town in Ukraine. 2 years later, he migrated with his parents to Pennsylvania in search of a better life. Both his parents trained with weights, and his dad was into martial arts. At age 3, Richard began training with small weights to slowly strengthen his body. This all seems good and normal. However, in 1999, the family moved to California, and the media recognized Richard, then 7, as the world's strongest boy. From there, he only got stronger as he continued to build his 8-pack abdomen and his abnormally muscled body. He headlined in many famous bodybuilding shows such as Mr. USA, the Emerald Cup, Mr. Olympia, and the Arnold Classic. Critics were worried about the way in which Richard had become a young bodybuilder. Were steroids or child abuse involved? Richard never attended a normal school, and his father had been imprisoned for domestic abuse toward his mother. Reportedly, Richard only had 1% body fat, which is a particular health risk for a child who is still growing. In 2005, he released a video program to inspire other kids to be fit and healthy. Number 1. Charlotte Garside, the world's smallest child. When Charlotte Garside was born to parents Scott Garside and Emma Newman, Charlotte weighed a mere 500 grams and was only 25 centimeters long. At the time, her condition was so unusual that it didn't have a name and was described as a rare kind of dwarfism. Due to Charlotte's size, she wasn't expected to live past her first birthday. Now, almost 6 years old, she still fights on. Her dedicated parents, who have 3 other children, were reduced to dressing her in doll's clothing after trying the smallest baby clothes and finding they still didn't fit. Charlotte's older sisters loved to play dress-up with her. The doctor's prediction filled her parents with fear. However, with their love and care, Charlotte has thrived and is going to attend school. Unfortunately, she is mentally behind other children her age due to her condition, but it seems as though nothing will get in this girl's way. She is now 70 centimeters, 2 feet 4 inches in height, and fits into clothes made for newborns. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.